Alright guys, today's workout is going to be a 100-foot handstand walk 4 times. Skills for today is going to be some shoulder taps from either a pike or a handstand. So, for our warm-up, what you're going to need today for sure is a length that you can use for this warm-up and later for the workout too. 25 feet would be a good option for this. So, if you have 25 feet, what we're going to do, we're going to start out with a bear crawl. Bear crawl with your hips high, hands and feet, crawling down. Once you do that bear crawl, we're going to go to the wall and do a wall stretch for 45 seconds. So this is that wall press stretch. Hands here, pushing, trying to press our shoulders down, reaching into the wall, hips pushing backwards out behind us. 45 seconds here, pop up out of that, and we're going to do another bear crawl walk down your lane. After that, we're going to need a broomstick or PVC for 20 PVC shoulder presses. Take your time here. I want that PVC to get as close to your shoulders as possible with a nice full grip on that bar. Try and keep those elbows pointed forward in front. If they start to fall backwards behind, you need to slow down, okay? From there, just squeezing everything nice and still, pressing up, overhead, until we're finishing in this nice overhead position. This, if I were to be inverted or flipped around, this would be a handstand. So I'm bringing it back down, really emphasizing that elbow breaking forward. We're going to do 20 slow PVC presses there. Then we're going to go into another bear crawl. Again, focusing on warming up those nice active shoulders overhead. And then finally, we're going to do a banded hamstring. 45 seconds on each side. If you do not have a band, you can use a towel or even a hoodie. So, with this banded hamstring, we're going to do a lying variation. We're going to lay on our backs. You'll loop a band or whatever you have around that foot, keeping that leg nice and straight, and trying to pull it as far up towards your face as possible. If that stretch is here for you, that's okay. If it's here, that's okay. If it's farther, awesome. We're going to get a hang out here for about 45 seconds on each side. Try not to bend your knee. Then we're not going to get a stretch in the hamstring if you do that, okay? So really focus on keeping that leg straight. What that's going to help do is help prepare us for some kick-ups. So that's what we're going to get into right after this warm-up. It's just one round through that, nice quick warm-up. Then for our specific skill work or our specific warm-up, we're going to go into 5 elevated kick-ups. So elevated kick-up is like an elevated push-up. You're going to need a bench or a chair or something, an elevated surface to practice this. We're going to start with our hands up over our heads, arms covering our ears, just like we would in a handstand or a shoulder press. We're going to take a staggered stance and place your hands onto that bench or whatever and practice 5 kick-ups like so. Notice this back leg is like a lever or a pendulum. It's just kind of swinging up, giving me some momentum. And this leg here that I'm stepping into is going to be the one that gives me that speed or power to kick upside down. So, after those 5 elevated kick-ups, we're going to go into 5 partial kick-ups or like floor kick-ups. So it's just practicing those kick-ups on the ground. Again, making sure that my feet come back down in reverse of how they kick up. So, if this front foot steps and kicks, it's coming down first, and then I'm teeter-tottering back to that back leg. Okay? Another thing you could also practice is trying to get both feet to meet and come back down. So from reverse, this might look a little weird. It would look like this. But always focusing on the reverse or that nice eccentric phase as well. After those 5 partial kick-ups freestanding, we'll go to 5 kick-ups to the wall. So we'll need the wall for that. It's mostly for a spotter so that you can practice kicking up all the way into a handstand, a full handstand. And then we're going to spend about 3 minutes practicing handstand walking. So if you don't have a space for that, something you can practice is shoulder taps. That's going to be the biggest or the most used scale for today. It's going to be 200 taps. So if you don't have something to put your feet on, you can go from just a nice solid pike position, your hips as high as you can get them. And we're touching our shoulders, alternating back and forth, all the way to 200 reps. Now, if you can, put your feet up onto something higher. That's a good way to scale or modify this too. Good intermediate option. Trying to get those hips as high as possible. Or you can do that from a handstand hold off the wall. You can wall walk up to do that or kick up. Otherwise, we're going for that full 100-foot handstand walk for this workout. It is for time. There is a catch. Every time, no matter what version you're doing, you have to stop and take a break, shake out your arms, take a breather, get a drink of water or whatever. You're going to stop and do 10 air squats in place. If your air squats exceed 200 reps, okay, so that means you're going to stop. You're not going to do any more squats after that. You're just going to keep attempting that distance and call it good, okay? You don't need to go over 200 extra air squats, cool? So again, that workout is 100 foot of a handstand walk or 200 shoulder taps with you up as upside down as you can manage. And every break, you're doing 10 squats. For the cool down, what we're going to do is 50 cobras or press ups to a cobra. So this is one where we're laying here on the floor. You're just kind of gently pressing up off of the ground. So my chest is coming up. Hips and thighs stay in contact with the floor. Don't push so far that you start to feel that in your low back. That's not what we're going for. We just want a nice gentle stretch in our belly, our hip flexors, and maybe even our quads, okay? So you don't have to lock out your arms. You can even stay here. That's totally fine. And relax, and then back up. 50 reps. A good way to pace this, I would take a breath here on the floor. Press up. Come back down, take a breath. This will be a nice relaxing cool down. Something else to add some variation into these 50 cobras is if you're up here, you kind of rock off to one side and then come on down. Come on up, kind of rock off to one side and then come on down. Just like so, alternating some here and there. We'll kind of emphasize from side to side on either of your hips and obliques a little bit more, okay? So, that's the workout for today, Tuesday, May 12th. Let me know how it goes, guys.